Alrighty, guys, welcome back to the channel. We have an amazing guest. We've had him in, the early series, but now he's back. And yeah, so we're just gonna start off a new back test. We're gonna choose some random asset and get to it. Um, so yeah, what are you thinking about back testing? Do you have anything in particular you want to look at, or just whatever?
I don't know, do it as random or possible, or you could do whatever asset you want to back test. It doesn't really matter to me.
I want to do a reasonable, clean back test, like not something. I've chosen assets like the most exotic pairs.
Oh,
And those I'm just skipping price the entire time. So I want to do something that shows us getting trades, right? I want to
yeah, that makes sense.
kind of show off the system and not just have to skip through chop. So
Yeah.
we can go down the list and see if anything catches our eye. But for example, like this asset, what is this, oil? Ever since this point, we've just kind of been range bound. And I remember back testing this particular price action. You're just not touching it. And then this is where I would touch the. So I
Yeah, I
like to
understand.
skip this kind of price action because I know I'm just going to skip it in real life. Like, yeah, I'll pull my extra 2RR out of a move like this. Looks like here I took a -1. Man, I haven't traded this in a while then.
Oh yeah, this is like back in November, it looked like.
Yeah, back here, November. So I don't know what you want to do. I've kind of tested every market at this point, everything from Forex to Bitcoin. Um,
Uh, yeah, I'm not really sure if you tested everything. I
I mean,
mean,
it's
you
been
can
a
just
while.
go around and look at markets you would have traded or probably would have been trending
Gold,
good.
look at this. Gold is all right. Gold moves very, very beautifully. We can do gold. Let's see. We did enter a good amount of chop here, but from April to July, so we'll probably see a nice little dip in the equity curve. And then since 2024, we were chopping as well. So we'll do gold because I want to see how it reflects with the sideways and then the moves on the equity
Yeah, I was
curve.
about to mention that. Like, let's see like what happens when you want to trade like sideways choppy action compared to trending.
Yeah, I think we'll get a good fair amount of chop and then moves, chop and then moves. And then I want to see how well the system does with that. Because yeah,
Yeah, that's fine with
my
me.
current system right now, I will still trade the chop, all the way down, all the way back up. But we'll see. We'll see how the lowers look. I just want to look at this particular push to see how price moves. Yeah, it's not bad. We'll give it a shot, see what gold has to offer. So let me close trading view. I'll leave it open. No, I don't want it slowing down the computer, especially because we're recording and all that. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Perfect. So we'll go ahead here. We can do gold, and then we'll do Jan through December 2024 call. Do you want to do 2024? Or do you want to pick another year?
Um, yeah, we could do 2024.
So we'll do a 300K year. So that's equivalent to 250Ks. Because generally you'll scale into it. So for example, you'll start off with 150K, you'll pass that, then you pass another, and then that's kind of when I start mirroring accounts.
Oh, like copy trading, do you mean?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's reasonable.
Now I do want to look at
Yeah.
something real quick on TradingView. I want to see what it moves on because we can either do the Forex type, XAU USD, or we can do the contract, the futures contract. Yeah, let's GC, gold futures. Here, I'll open up side by side. And then on this one, we'll do, or XAU, my bad. Yeah, we'll compare them and see if they move relatively the same because I remember back testing one a long time ago. and it moved
Oh, they're
kind.
both the same on both screens, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah, usually one's more liquid than the other. For example, futures, it's a centralized market, so not, every broker sets their own price.
Yeah.
So I just want to make sure we pick the more liquid one. Cuz yeah, there could be slight differences.
No, on both. What I was saying is like on both screens, I think they're the same. They're both the forex pair. I don't know. I think you have them like synced together so that they show like the same asset on when you do split screen.
Thanks for telling me. Cuz I was looking at this and I'm like, dude, they're moving exactly the same.
Yeah, I
Okay.
noticed that at first, and
So
I
we'll
pointed it
do
out.
gold contracts here. There we go. So now if we reset both, notice the difference? Oh, that's a huge difference too. You see that?
Yeah, yeah, actually, I see it.
Look how wiki this shit is. Yeah, giant wicks here and minimal wicks here.
Yeah, it looks like the forex one's like a lot cleaner to like read.
Yeah.
I don't know if it applies on FX replay though. If you ever noticed that.
No, I have. I've traded certain assets where, like here, we'll kind of dive into this price action and then dive into like this push and then this push and compare them. So follow my cursor right here. Okay,
Yeah,
looking
I'm
okay,
following
looking
it.
okay. Yeah, this is interesting. So we'll look into this price action right here. Okay, they're somewhat synced up for the most part. I don't think it'll
Yeah,
take
they
away or
kind of
add to
look
your edge.
similar. It's not
Which
like
one
too
do
much
you,
of a difference.
which one do you want to do?
I guess we can do the forex pair because I think didn't you do like a futures one recently, or maybe that was
Yeah.
another video.
No, I did do futures recently. So I think
Oh,
we'll
okay,
we'll compare the results from that.
okay,
Um, because now, so we said futures or forex. We'll do forex. Okay, and then we'll start from January 24 and go to December 24. Actually, we'll go to January 1st, 25. Make it simple, 300K. Cool. Well, I haven't done a backtest in a while, so this is going to be a good. Whoa, cut me off. Let me make sure I'm still recording. Yeah, so we'll dive into the gold, see what it has to offer. Oh boy, all I know is that we're going to start off with a good amount of chop. So one thing I do on the live markets, I don't know if I have trade. Yeah, on TradingView, I don't have it open, but I just simply stay out of bad price action now. I don't even risk it. It's not worth my money, especially if you get one trade a month on a 300K, one good trade, let's say 5RR, 300, risking 0.5%, and you make 5RR, you just made 7.5 grand in a month off one trade. So with that
yeah, great.
mentality, I just choose to simply stay out, man. It's not worth it. But on this backtest, I will be trading, all the back and forth price action because I love to test my system like that because I want to see how else I can expand my system. So I'll still trade it, but let's get to it. All right. Do you want to trade all price action or only New York or Asia? What do we want to do here?
But whatever works best for you. I know, like in your recent vids, you've been doing New York. So if you want to do New York, then that's completely fine with me. Because I probably most likely would trade New York too, since I live in the United States.
Yeah. So we'll stick to New York. That way it cuts half the price out too.
Yeah.
Because otherwise that'd be a lot of backtesting. Alrighty. Well, let's see what's going on here. I want to see this trend continue, of course, very, very simply. Instead of looking at all the models, I just zoom out and say, oh, okay, this is where we're in. Probably a small leg down and then back up. So that's all I'm looking for as of right now. 4 hour, there's not enough bearishness to follow this market short. So I'm going to give this time and I'm just going to skip to the next session, see what it has to give us. Okay. Still nothing. Interacting too closely. If anything, I want to see this come down a little bit harder. So I'll jump down to the hourly and play it slow. Okay. And it looks like we are getting that bullishness. However, our session probably has already ended. So skip to the next day. And once again, in my more recent videos, I call it a no trade zone. We're just interacting with the MA. No decision has been made on whether we're going long or short or anything. And this red news down here is probably going to contribute heavily to what happens. So I'll just let it play out. Okay, it's 11. Maybe there's a trade here. We'll go take a look, but I doubt it. Yeah, so nothing here. And skip to the next session. So 2 days without trading already. Okay, finally get that bearishness that we're looking for. We do have red news today, so we'll have to be a little bit careful with that. But maybe before red news, we catch an entry, and we don't. So we let red news play out. I don't take an entry until 40 minutes after. So I can take an entry right over these highs if I wish. We have red news again in about 4 hours, 3 hours. So let's take a look. 4 hour is pretty good. Hourly, clean, 20-minute. Let me go take a look here. 20 minutes clean. So if anything, I'll set up a sell right over these highs. ATR is going to be about 3.09. I'm going to be just super honest. Whatever trade I see, I'm just going to take. And risk is going to be 0. We'll start off with 0. What is that? 1500 risk. I want to make this super, super, super realistic. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to play this as if I were starting a new evaluation, right? So if anything, I would risk at most is 0.5 with no evaluations, which would be 7. So I'll do about 0.3, right? And after we make, what would that be? Here, I'm going to make this super realistic with you guys. So I'm going to go here and go into, so we'd need to have a total profit of 18,000 before I scale up. So that will be our quote unquote pass challenge. So we have to make 18,000 and then a total loss limit of 9,000. So 18 and 9. Okay.
All right.
And then afterwards, I can start to scale up just to kind of simulate that I'm doing an evaluation. So if that gives us a total of 9,000, so yeah, I like this. We can take 10 losses back to back and then we'll lose the account. So I think that's reasonable, 0.3, and then we'll scale up the moment we start to make a little bit more. And then Chop Step has something called a scaling plan where you can't open certain position sizes. So like if your account for 150K is at less than $1,500 profit, you can only open up 1 to 3 contracts. So I think it falls pretty good in line with that. 4 hour good, hourly good, 20-minute good. Yep. So yeah, we'll be risking 0.3 until we make 18,000. Still valid. Waiting for a very strong push up. Still valid. 4 hours, still very strong. Hourly strong, 20-minute strong. If we don't get tapped in relatively soon, I'll close the position. Okay, got tapped in. Probably take a loss here. Yep, take our loss. 20-minute, wait for a new validation. We got red news coming up, so nothing to do. Take a loss, and that's it for the day. 4 hour. Let's see what the 4 hour is doing here. Looks like we're interacting again with the MAs, so if anything, jump down to the hourly, and I want to see this build back up somewhere to around here, and then I'll continue following it. There we go. We do have red news on that time, so 4 hour is still good to follow. Hourly good, 20-minute good. So this entry right here, we're going to replay to get that entry. Probably going to be a stop out right after red news. So if we look at the 4 hour is pretty okay. Hourly, pretty good. 20-minute, pretty okay. Yeah. And it's how much time after red news? Just want to double check. Yep. So our entry would be after this candle closes, that would have completed the 40 minutes. 20 from this candle and 20 from this candle. So I'll take an entry here, which is going to be 2.28. There we go. Take our entry, probably take a loss. Cool. 20-minute. Wait for an invalidation. And we're done for the day. Go back up to the 4-hour. 4-hour is still holding that bearishness. It's a little bit still in the no trade zone. I want to see a little bit more bearishness off of this. So if anything, I'll wait for the 20-minute to validate. We do have red news. Okay, finally, exactly what we were looking for. But red news, so let that play out. Looking at the 4-hour. 4-hour is coming in strong again. Once again, no trade zone. So I'm just going to skip to the next session. Finally, we do get that bearishness coming in, so we can start looking for entries again. Probably going to get one here. There we go. Entry right over this high. 4-hour good, hourly good, 20-minute good. So I'll take a sell right over here at 2.55 ATR. Something like that. Almost get tapped in. 20-minute is still valid. So if we get a very strong candle, there we go. Take another loss. Cool. 20-minute, I'm gonna wait for a new validation and nothing happens. Looking at the hourly, started to fail back down. It's past our session, so I'm not touching this. 4-hour, we're kind of in a no trade zone again. Don't want to do anything. It's probably gonna start going back up here and chopping around. So kind of accumulating positions. Gonna wait till 3 in the morning again. Okay, I kind of skipped it, but it was red news, so we'll see. What time was this? Okay, so unfortunately I did kind of skip past this entry, but it is a completely valid one. I'm gonna go back to it and then I'll walk you through everything. Jumping back up to the 4-hour. Actually, no, this is not a valid entry. 4-hour is in a no trade zone. So unfortunately I do have to skip it. That's okay. Just trying to keep it real with ourselves. Looking at the 4-hour. 4-hour is now valid for sells. Hourly, good. 20-minute, good. Looking at this 20-minute, this is a validation. I'm looking for an entry over this high. It is a little far, but it is also valid. So I am going to take it. ATR is 3.5. Something like that. Still valid. Coming in on 11 o'clock. I won't take any trades past 12. Get tapped in, take another loss. Beautiful. So 20-minute. Well, I'm done for the day, I believe. Yeah, nothing else is going to set up. We got the 4-hour. 4-hour is finally starting to build it back up the way we anticipated it, this way. 4-hour good, hourly good. 20-minute, going to wait for a new validation with the sideways and red news. Okay. So this is 20 minutes, 40 minutes. So the moment this one closes, I can, okay, nothing happened. Waiting for a new entry. And nothing for the day. 4-hour, still nothing hourly. And 20-minute, gonna wait for something to push up to around here to even consider it. Yeah, there's nothing here. 4-hour, once again, we are still within this chop. Just going sideways. Hourly or 4-hour, not touching, not far enough, just not clear. What time is this? 7 in the morning. Okay, now we're clear. Now I'm ready for sells. but probably not going to get anything. Yep, market close, not touching. 4 hour, once again, in the chop. If anything, gonna wait for this to happen. Okay, clearing up a little bit. When a market is in a chop like this, generally, especially on a live market, I skip. However, because there is a very good, like, something playing out here, I could see this being the next move. So if anything, I'll jump down to 20 and look for some sort of entry after red news. Okay. This is an entry you can take. It is a little weak at the high, so I'm just going to wait for it to sideways and give me a new one. Okay, what time is this? 7:40. So that's our entry right over that high. Probably going to be a loss. Kind of looked like it. 4 hour is good. Hourly is good. 20-minute is good. So 5-minute sell over this high. That'd be 3.21 ATR. Something like that. Uh, 0.3% risk. Cool. Get tapped in, get tapped out. Get tapped out. Okay, at this point I moved to break even. Because demand was held by this point above the break even point. Probably take a break even. And I close all my positions at 2 p.m. Cool. Close position. And that's it. So then we start over again, go to the next day. Gets very annoying because it's just so repetitive. I'm going to be waiting for price to hit somewhere around here. There we go. So 4 hour good, hourly good, 20-minute validation. Hopefully this candle validates us. Just kind of falls off. Probably not going to be anything today. Done for the day. 4 hour. Now we're like really, really chopping. There's the only narrative I kind of want to follow right now is not even this. I'd have to zoom out further to get a clear image here. That's kind of all I see right now. 4 hour is starting to build out. So potentially starting to follow this long. Once again, this is not a market I'm really looking at live. Like I'd look at this and just be like, oh, it's okay. I'd give it another few days until we're up here. So 4 hour hourly. Yeah, I could see this thing just kind of chopping around. Yeah. Yep, nothing to do here. Just gonna give it time to figure out what it wants to do. No trade zone. Still not touching. Notice this. I don't want to touch any of that. Not touching. There we go. Okay, now this is market worth touching. We flushed out, built back up, very clean candle. Now I want to see this explosion upward. If we look at the daily I'll only look at when I really can't see anything on the lowers. And now it's telling a okay narrative. This is what I kind of want to see. 4 hour clean, hourly clean, 20-minute. This is a very good entry. January. Yeah, this is one I would have taken. I think we can both agree. 4 hour good. Yep. $1.64. Get entered. Get tapped in, waiting for a break even. One strength candle more, and then I'll break even, or just take another loss. Beautiful. Gonna wait for a new validation. And nothing to do here. Probably done for the day. 4 hours still holding. Hourly is a little questionable. So more sideways price action and then a setup. And yeah, I'm done for the day. 4 hour, we're still building up very poorly. I don't like this kind of price action. So if anything, I'll wait for a new validation here. There we go. We get it. 4 hour is getting a lot cleaner with these last few candles. So I have to think this through. 4 hour good, hourly good, 20-minute good. So I'll set up a sell here, or a buy. It's probably going to be a loss. 1.26. There we go. Get entered on that. Move to break even. The moment I get a big mover like that, it's just a simple break even. Cool, we get a little mover. Gonna manage 70% to this low. Okay, well, I have to replay because I can't partial there. Okay, play it really slow here. Shit. Okay, I'm gonna wait for price. Oh, fuck off. Okay, here, this is what I'll do. I'll put a line here and just partial the moment we hit that point because, yeah, it just kind of skips through our price. Usually I just have an automatic order that does that for me, so. Okay, cool. Now I'll play it slowly. Okay, take off 70% here. Awesome, and then the rest is at break even. Take that break even. Make sure we don't get tapped out. Cool. And we're finally at break even. How far into this are we? We're a month in and we're still at break even. Can you believe that?
Yeah, it's really interesting.
Okay, wait for this to load. So 4 hour. We are still building up. There's still potential here, especially with the red news coming up. So if anything, I'll wait for the 20-minute to give us something. This, how much time after? 20, 40. I want to go back to look at the 4 hour at this time. 4 hour good, hourly good, 20-minute good. Yeah, so this is a clean entry right over this high. We do have 10 minutes left. And then I don't know if you can stay in for another call because we haven't gotten through much.
I probably have the time for it. I'm done with that.
All right, bet. Cool. Set up our order. Let me just make sure we're still good. 4 hour is good. Hourly is good. 20-minute. Yeah, I don't like the weakness at the high, but it's still valid. Get tapped in. Probably take a loss here. Move to break even. Okay, we get a nice little mover here. I'm going to take off 70% at here. So I'll play it a little slower just in case it wants to gap down. 70% to here. Cool. Take off 70%. I think it tapped us out. Yeah. So now what I'll do is jump up to the 20 and manage the remaining position like that. Okay, I'll just manage the remaining 20% or 30% to somewhere around here, wherever you see reasonable. Cool, get tapped out, done for the day. Maybe there's another setup. We'll give it a little bit of time. Yeah, nothing for the rest of the day. Skip. Go back up to the 4 hour. 4 hours starting to fail, so I'm not touching this market. There we go. 4 hours sharpens up. Hopefully we didn't miss anything in there. Looks like we didn't. So we're still good. Maybe we get one set up here. It looks like we do. 4 hours clean. Hourly is clean. 20-minute is a little bit weak, but still clean. So I'll take an entry here at 2.33. Gee, that's a tight entry. Get tapped in, get tapped out. Gonna wait for one more, and we're done. 4 hours clean. Hourly is a little bit questionable. 4 hour clean. Yeah, so I'm gonna give this time, especially with red news coming up. I do want to see this kind of fly up though, if it wants to work. There we go. Okay, goes the opposite direction. So we probably won't be touching this for a while. Yep, not touching this market until next session. There we go. So at this point, there's no decision in the market. It's just chopping. So I can still pull edge out of moves like these, and that's what I'll try to do this session. We do have red news though, so it's probably going to flip back to the other side. Yeah, kind of like I expected. Just chopping. 4 hour, still nothing. So if anything, I want to see this now. Now we're flipping again. Awesome. So I'm going to give this market one more candle or so. Yeah, this market needs time. If you look at this kind of price action, just needs time. Gonna wait till the next session. Gonna wait till the next session. Okay, this is the next session. This is something okay tradable. Like, look at this price action, bro. Definitely
Yeah, I
not
know.
something you want to be touching. So, yep, off for the day. Notice we haven't gotten a single good trade here in a while. 4 hour is kind of starting to shape up for something to the downside, which is weird. If anything, this red news should help us kind of realign, especially with the daily bias. I want to see this do something like that. So if anything, let's see what the 20 has to offer. Okay, what time is this? 6:40. Looking at the 4 hour. Okay, we can still follow sells hourly, still follow sells, 20, good. Yeah, probably gonna take another loss here, but it is part of my system, so 2.23. The entire thing behind this is to prove that even though generally you won't be trading price action like this, your system, if applied to it, will still be profitable.
Yeah,
Move
it's
to
like
break
stress
even.
testing it.
Yeah, I can still pull out 3 RR a month from a system like this, an extra, right? Because I already have my system
Yeah,
built out. Probably a
yeah, of
break
course.
even. Yeah, there's nothing to do here. I'll take that break even. And pretty much done for the day. Yep. Go back up to the 4 hour. 4 hour is now chopping again, back and forth. So this market just needs time. I'm going to wait for it to get somewhere to around here. Oh, never mind. I guess I can continue following shorts in this case. Okay, that was red news, so wait for it to kind of stabilize a little bit. That's why I love my 40-minute rule. No touching after 40 minutes, because shit like this happens. And done for the day. So the market just moved probably like, what is that, 2%? And you didn't even get in on it. 4 hour good, hourly is okay, so 20-minute validations here would be all right. Okay, this is a potential entry. 4 hours good, hourly is good. 20-minute is okay. Yeah, so it's worth an entry here. 1.67 ATR. That's a huge entry. Huge stop loss there. Falls back off, nothing to do. Yeah. I'm gonna wait for a new validation here. Okay, this could be red news. It's moving a little weird. 4 hour good, hourly good. Worth another entry here. It's very, very wicky. Yeah, this is one of the ones that kind of trips me up a little bit because there's so much going on. I'll take it. ATR is going to be 2.48. Sell. Something like that. Yep, quick loss. And done for the day. I can't look at this shit. Okay, now the 4 hours on a no trade zone, not touching. Waiting for price to get somewhere to around here. There we go. This is 7 a.m., so good. Now I'm following the market long in hopes of fulfilling this prophecy, as I call the prophecy. So let me make this full screen again. Okay, I am full screen. 4 hour good, hourly good, 20 minute, gonna look for an entry, probably not gonna get anything. Yep, done for the day. 4 hour, good, supporting, hourly, not supporting. Waiting for a little bit of strength. Still nothing, next day. Okay, 4 hour is supporting, hourly supporting, 20 minute supporting. Okay, potential entry here at 540. 4 hours okay, hourly is good, 20 minute is good. Notice the difference in this price action versus this price action.
Yeah, it's a lot more clear.
Yeah. So that's what I kind of wait for on the live markets. 0.92. Probably going to take a loss here, nothing new. Technically, yeah, break even. This stop loss was way too big to immediately move to break even because then it only moves like 2 RR. So probably take a break even here and then wait for an invalidation. Setting up quite nicely if we can get that. Okay, look at the, well, and our meeting cut off. Cool. Okay, we're gonna pause here and then continue here in a second. And we're back. So let's continue with this back test. We're 37 minutes in. Let's see what we can get done here. So 4 hours starting to shape up, hourly starting to shape up, 20 minute. I think we were looking at this long, right? Okay. So
I
then
believe so.
0.73, something like that. ATR entry, cool. We're still at 0.3% risk, still pretty much break even on the account. And it's been a month and 20 days. Take another loss. Oh, I love that. I love trading. It will humble you so deeply. I love it. Because the moment you think you have a system and it's working, you go through like 4 months of drawdown, and then afterwards it picks up again, and it's just like, whoa, what's going on here? So 4 hour, we're still clean. Hourly is a little bit low in the range. This is a valid entry. If anything, I want to wait, because we are so close here, I want to see a candle something like that. Okay. I'm not taking it. Too much weakness at the high. There we go. Yep, good. We didn't do anything. And we're done for the day. So once again, we enter chop again. We fell back down, probably on the hourly, yep. So 20 minute, I'm gonna wait for price to get back up to here if it wants to. And nothing. Oh man. So gonna skip to our next session, 3 in the morning. Cool. So 4 hours starting to still shape up. There's still potential here. So if anything, on the 20 minute, okay, 4 hour is now good. Hourly is now good. 20 is now good. So 5 minute long over this high. It's a little bit of a stretch, not a very clean entry, but still good for me. So 1.72. Probably going to take another loss here. Still valid. Still valid, but starting to push the boundary for me. I want to get tapped in relatively soon. And I'm kind of done. It's getting a little too... 4 hours still good, hourly is still good, 20 minute is still kind of valid. If anything, I do want to get tapped in. Okay, there we go. We got that strength candle, moved to break even right away, just because we moved a little bit far. Just kind of waiting. Too low to manage to anything yet. So if anything, I'll do 70% to here, 70% to here. And I just have my own personalized management style in terms of trailing. Like I look at main structure, fractal structure here. So there was some sort of fractal reaccumulation here that pushed us higher. So that's kind of to where I managed to. I don't know if that actually would have tapped us out. Just barely, it looks like. Depends on what broker you're with, but it'll probably tap us out here. So now, if anything, I'll just jump higher so it plays a little quicker. So rest of position, I'm gonna leave somewhere around here. I'm gonna close everything at 2 p.m. Cool. I should have partialed a little bit higher, but that's okay. Still going in with the rules. Going on for the next day. 4 hour good. Hourly is way too low, so I need to see a lot more bullishness come in. Still need to see a lot more bullishness coming in. Yep, and we just fall down. Not touching. Whoa, I don't know what that was. So
I don't know what that is either.
Yeah, how much did we move here? A 4% wick? I think that must be a bug. There's no way that actually happened.
Yeah, I think it happens sometimes with brokers. They're called like scam wicks or something like that.
Yeah. Sometimes there's a bug in FX replay where you'll get a massive candle out of nowhere and it doesn't even show on real price. So 4 hour is still good. This wick is throwing me off, but 4 hours still good. Hourly, kind of have to zoom it in a little bit. 4 hour good, hourly good, 20-minute good. There is a potential entry over this high. I don't believe there's red news. Sometimes FX replay just doesn't include them. I want to make sure that this wick isn't larger than the body of the actual candle. Otherwise, it's not valid. And it does look slightly bigger. 0.59, 0.57. They're just about the same. 59, 59. So this kind of comes down to the end user if they want to take this or not. I am going to take it. And I'm kind of expecting a loss out of it. I've built up enough of a cushion to be taking a little bit riskier trades like this. ATR 0.74. And if anything, I'll move it just a little bit higher so I don't get wicked in. Exactly, that's why I moved it slightly higher. Right?
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
Experience has taught me to be a little bit more cautious with those kinds of entries. Probably nothing for the day today. Yep. Nada. 4 hour. Once again, I need to see price up here. There we go. Price moves back up to where we anticipated it. Red news on this candle right here. So just kind of gonna wait for sideways and then builds back up. Potential entry over this high. 4 hour. Nah, I'm good. I'm not taking this because it's probably gonna wick me in and then wick me out. We'll see. That probably would have tapped me in, or that tapped me in and then taps me out. So I'm kind of just chilling. I don't want to touch any of this. Probably just skip to the next day. And probably just skip to the next day. So 4 hour is finally starting to clear up. Money's coming in. Hopefully, what time was news? Okay, so just wait for sideways. And then nothing on the day. So skip another day. So notice how it's already March and we haven't even passed an evaluation. It can be very deceitful because all it takes is 2 good trades for you to pass. So 4 hour good, hourly good, 20-minute good, but we do have red news here in an hour. Ah, darn it. So I might have to skip it. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to skip it. Good thing I skipped it. Gonna wait 40 minutes after red news. Nothing happens. Market just kind of goes without. Cool. Skip to the next day. 4 hour good. Hourly good. Okay. Maybe red news question mark on March 4th. 4 hours very clean. Hourly is very clean. 20-minute is clean. Yeah, I don't know if it's red news, but we'll check if it gets a little weird here. Entry over this high, ATR is 3.12. Something like that. Still valid. Get tapped in. Move to break even after we break that high. of the retracement. Probably take a break even. Don't take a break even. Continue moving. Gonna manage nothing yet. Okay. Now I'm gonna manage 70% to where this is at. Okay, gonna manage 70% to here. Okay, gonna manage 70% to somewhere around here. Gotta keep a track on time. Gonna close the position at 2 p.m. There we go. Close all of it. Oh, it didn't seem to close it. Hello? Okay, I don't know why we're still in on this, but it should have closed a while ago. I don't know what this means.
Typical FX replay, huh?
Oh, let me close 100%. Okay, let me refresh here. I'm gonna try refreshing. Okay, I do not know what happened here. I don't know why we're still in on this. Do you remember where I took my first partial? We're gonna retake this because I don't know why I still have some of my position open.
I don't know if he took a partial or not. I don't
I
know if
don't.
it went back to it.
So all I know is that we'll just update this, and I just closed my position at 2 p.m.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. 2 p.m. rolls around. Yeah, I hadn't taken a partial. Oh, fuck off. Bro. I don't know what to do here. Oh, I can just move this. There we go. I don't know. Why didn't I think about that earlier? Cool. So now we move on to the next day. Something like this. 4 hour is still super good. Like this is what I love to see. 4 hour good, hourly good. So 20-minute, I'm gonna wait for new entry validation. We do have red news in 2 hours. So potential entry right over this high. There you go. Oh, that looks like red news. Definitely a break even there. Yep, break even. Probably not even managed anything, so we'll consider that break even. Wait for red news to play out. Red news plays out. 11 o'clock, still nothing. Mm, 4 hour good, hourly good, 20-minute. This is, oh yeah, it's 12, so I can't even take that. Never mind. 4 hour is good, hourly is good, 20-minute is good. Wait for sideways, wait for news to play out, and then we can take an entry. We have an hour and 20, so that's my general rule of thumb. I want to take a trade 1 hour before red news. This isn't valid though, this candle. Almost valid, but not quite. Okay, it's after red news. 4 hour good, hourly good, 20-minute good, 5-minute long over this high. Something like this. And then ATR is going to be 2.47. Falls off, nothing to do. Wait for a new reentry here. Oh, look at the 5-minute. Potential long over this high. ATR is 2.84. Four hour good, hourly good. 20-minute is all right. 5-minute is good. Falls back down, so no entry. Gonna wait for a new reentry. It's 11 o'clock. 4 hours good, Hourly is good. 20-minute is good. So 5-minute long over the high. ATR is 1.64. Get tapped in. One more strength and then move to break even. Take a loss. This has just been horrible. 4-hour good, hourly good, 20-minute good. Do have red news in 2 hours. 4-hour good, hourly good. Yeah, I'll consider a long over this high. It is a little bit more of a questionable entry. 1.34. Something like that. 4-hour is good. Hourly is just a little bit low in the range. Not liking it too much. Still okay. I'll take one loss here and call it good. Immediate move to break even. Take a loss. We'll call it a loss. March 7th at 6 a.m. I want to double check. Okay, so there is red news here. So I shouldn't have taken that. FX replay just didn't have it. Okay. Four-hour good, hourly good, 20-minute is good. Yep, we said this was red news. Wait for red news to play out. Yeah, getting a little too messy here. Four-hour good, hourly good, 20-minute good. Wait for red news to play out. Getting a little bit better. 4-hour good, hourly good, 20-minute good. It's 5-minute long right over this high. ATR is going to be 2.74, something like that. Probably take a break even here or a loss. I'm okay with both. Cool. 4-hour good, hourly good, 20-minute good. I'm going to take one more loss here and then I'll call it a day. ATR is 1.91. Four-hour good, hourly good, 20-minute. Yeah, this is pushing it for me, but move to break even. Still at break even, managing 70% to this low. Take off 70. Manage the rest with the higher time frame. Take a break even. Go to the next day. 4 hours, all right. Hourly is not good. 20-minute is not good. Okay, this looks like news again, but I'm not sure. 4-hour good, hourly good, 20-minute good, 5-minute long, right over this high. 2.66 ATR. That's a giant stop, but I'll take it. Get tapped in, probably take another loss. Cool. 20-minute, wait for an invalidation. I'm gonna double check this was news, if this was news, because I don't want to introduce that kind of variability. Nope, we're good. Four-hour good, hourly is good-ish. 20-minute is 1.86. Okay, they're just about the same. So it's the earlier situation where, for my rules, kind of have to decide myself if I want to take it. I'll take it. It's not too bad. Cool. I'm done for the day. 4 hours starts failing. I'm not touching this until we get back up. There we go. Coming in on our session, actually, so that's amazing. I'm loving the fact that we're not getting a lot of trades, though, in the sense of like, on some markets, it'll set up perfectly and then fail, and then set up again perfectly and fail. But this time, the few times that it has set up beautifully, it hasn't failed too bad. So once again, no trade zone, easy, very easy. Coming into our next session, still no trade zone, still no trade zone. And notice how much money I'm saving by not even touching this kind of price action. There we go.
Yeah,
Coming
that looks good.
to our session, probably red news though, so can't really do much here. Four-hour good, hourly is okay. So 20-minute, we might get something clean here. Do have red news in a couple hours, so. Yep, nothing falls off. Go to, oh, yeah, I'll go to the next day. Price is probably falling off now on the 4-hour. So if anything, jump down to the hourly, and I want to see either this very strong or this very strong. And it seems like we get a little bit of both. Okay. So, yeah, there's still no entry here. Yep, and I am done for the day. 4-hour is no trade zone. I want to see this right now. There we go. Okay, we're starting to shape up. So if anything, jump down to a 20 and see if we get anything. Okay, we do get something. We are still a little bit low on the 4-hour range. Let me see here. I'm gonna skip this entry, although it is very good. I could see more chop coming through. Yep, exactly as I predicted. 4-hour finally shaping up. Hourly good, 20-minute good. Hopefully we come down sideways and then build back up. Okay, not touching. Probably entered the no trade zone again. Yep, building back up again though. So lots of strength in this. Gonna wait for a 20-minute entry here. And this is a potential entry, but I don't like it, so I'm gonna give it one more. There we go. Lines up with this one perfectly. 4-hour is good, hourly is good. 4 hours good, hourly is good, 20 minutes good. Yeah, so I'd take a long over these two highs. ATR is gonna be 2.6. Something like that. Take a loss, nothing new. Wait for a new reentry. Yep, and kind of done for the day. 4-hour, finally clean. So notice, chop, finally what I like to see. So 20-minute, red news, let that play out. 40 minutes after red news, so that's 20, 40, good. 4-hour good, hourly good, 20-minute good. This is a little bit of a risk entry, but I'll take it. ATR is gonna be 3.74. It's a little bit big, but cool. Take another loss. Man, we're just taking losses, aren't we?
Mhm.
Still no past evaluation 3 months later. This is great.
Which you said it was 18K, right?
Yeah, I think so. 4-hour good, hourly good, 20-minute good. So now we're just kind of waiting for some sort of validation here. Market's just gonna go without us. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. And not looking at this anymore. 4-hour good. Waiting for the 20-minute to line up. Sideways and falls back down. Nothing to do. Gonna skip to the next day. 4-hour good, hourly good, 20-minute good. Cool, looking better. 4-hour good, hourly good, 20-minute good, 5-minute long, right over this high. Assuming there's no red news on April 2nd, so I'll just go take a look. 7 a.m. news. So 45, yep, so 40 minutes after. I don't know what the deal is because my time on here is off by an hour. So we'll see if it looks like red news. Yeah, that's definitely red news. What are your thoughts? It's not too bad. I don't know if the red news was at, it says 7. So red news says here. 40 minutes. So this would be our entry.
Oh, it's 40 minutes after?
Yeah. So technically it's valid.
No, I think that's one of your rules, right? You wait for 40 minutes after news.
Yeah, so news was at 7. It's 7:40 on the time of entry. 5
Yeah, I would
minute,
say it's valid.
3.69. Right, yeah. On the 5-minute, get my entry. Cool, get tapped in, move to break even. Take a break even, just kidding. No, I wasn't just kidding. Okay, and done for the day. 4 hours good, hourly is bad. 4 hours good, hourly is good, 20 minutes good, still no entry. Getting a lot of chop here. Nothing to do. 4-hour good. Nothing. Skip to the next day. 4-hour is okay. Hourly is okay. So 20-minute entry. Gonna wait for red news to play out. This is 40 minutes after red news. So potential valid entry over this high. 4-hour good. Hourly good. 20-minute is all right. Entry over this high. So now we're looking at a 4 point something. 4.96. Cool. Probably gonna take a loss here. Nothing new. Let me make sure we're still valid here. 4-hour good, hourly good, 20-minute is good. So 5-minute long over this high. Get tapped in. Move to break even. There we go. Still at break even. I'll take out 70% now just to secure something. So the rest there. Gonna close everything at 2 p.m. Oh, I went a little past 2. Close it now.
It says 100.01%. I don't know if that's making a difference.
It changes it for me though. I click 100 and then it changes. What the fuck?
Why does it do that?
I'm gonna move my stop loss here again. Cool. I don't know, bro. It's new too. That's never happened to me before. So it might be the asset or something.
Could be. Who knows?
Give me just 1 second. Sorry about that. 4-hour good, hourly good, 20-minute good-ish. 4 hour good, hourly good, 20-minute good. Nothing to do here. Something setting up right now. 4 hours so clean, bro. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, yes. This is just perfection. 4 hour good, hourly good, 20-minute good. Buy stop over that high. Something like that. ATR is 3.18. Okay. Tap in, tap out. Want to make sure there's no news on April 9th. Because that was a giant candle. Cool, we're good. Move to the, we could give it one more opportunity here on the 20. It just falls off. Go up, 4 hours, all right. Hourly is very bad. Just don't want to touch any of this. Kind of skipping until we exit the no trade zone. Awesome on our session, hourly good, 20-minute good. Gonna wait for some sideways to get involved. Market just kind of goes without us, cool. Next day, 4 hour good, hourly good, 20-minute good, potential setup here. We got red news coming up, nothing to do. Wait for sideways, breaks down, nothing happens, probably next day. 4 hour, nothing to do. There we go. Probably missed an entry in here. Nope, didn't really miss anything. The only entry would have been this one, and it just kind of went without us. Go to next day. Notice how we're going so many days without a single trade.
Yeah, I have noticed that.
So 4 hour is starting to shape up, hourly shaping up, 20-minute shaping up. We have hours and news in 2 hours. Hmm. 4 hour good, hourly good. Yeah, this is all right. This is okay. Not my favorite, but these like to run when they do run. So I'll give it a shot. Cool. Another break even. Red news. And then nothing. 4 hour is going sideways now. 4 hour good, hourly good. This would have been our entry. So I'm going to go back to take it. 4 hour is questionable, but still good. Hourly is questionable, but still good. Like this chop, I just 20-minute is good, 5-minute long right over this high. ATR is 311, something like that. Get tapped in, probably take a loss. Beautiful. And 4 hour is still good. Hourly is still good. 20-minute. Yeah, this is what I don't like in the market, where it sets up, taps you in, takes you out. Something tells me that it might happen again, and after that, I just won't touch the market. Because the market's indecision is kind of proving itself at that point and reflecting on my equity curve, and I don't want that to happen. So get tapped in, and we're done for the day. Just skip. I could see 4 hours starting to fall off here. Not touching, not touching, not touching, not touching, not touching, and falls off. Perfect. Now we're following it short. Potential entry right over this high. 4 hour is good, hourly is good, 20 minutes good, 5-minute good. ATR is 4.14. Cool. Still valid. Take another loss. Okay. This is probably going to be a bad representation of a system. Yep, nothing to do here. Go to the next day. Because the 4 hour is now just kind of falling off. So if anything, and go to the next day because nothing's going to happen this day. Keep in mind, at the same time, you're trading 5 other markets, right? So
Yeah, that is true.
not touching, not touching. Now I'm starting to get a little bit confused about what the market wants to do, so I'm simply not going to touch it. Cool. Gonna wait till our session. 20-minute. Let's see if we get anything here sideways and then a setup. There we go. Setup over this high. 4 hour good, hourly good, 20-minute good, 5-minute good. ATR is 3.82. Cool. Took a loss. For good, hourly good. 20-minute is questionable. Yep, nothing to do here. Probably next day. 4 hour is not good. Hourly is not good. So not touching. There we go, starting to shape up. So I'll go to the next session. Oh, fell back down. All right, cool. Not touching still. I want to see the market tell me where it wants to go. There we go. Market's telling me, hey, I want to go this way, especially if we align it up with the daily or the 8 hour. This is what we want to see. 4 hour good, hourly good. Kind of just waiting. 2 week, 2 week. I want to see a candle, something like that. Yep, done for the day. Once again, fell back down on the 4 hours, so not touching, not touching. Till our session, still not touching. Okay, come into our session. 4 hour good, hourly good, 20-minute good. Technically, this is a valid entry on May 9th, so let me check that. News at 5:30. What time is it? It is 6:20. So like I said, it's shifted over by an hour, so I don't know if it's valid or not, because 5:30 is here, and it doesn't reflect until here. Yep, yeah. Cool. Now after, we got a good setup here. The 4 hour is questionable just because of how low we are in the range. We're still here, kind of range bound. This would be more of a risk entry of anything. Give me just 1 second. I have to look at some stuff. I'll take it. Why not? 3.39. Move to break even. Take a break even. Manage 70% to here. Closing the rest of the position at 2 p.m. There we go. Fuck off. There we go.
That's unfortunate.
So I guess we got a little extra there. Cool. 4 hour is good again. Notice this, bro. Skipped all of this. Considered like one trade here, fell back down, didn't do anything. I think actually here we might have taken a loss or two. Boom. This is where I'm in. This is where I'm like all in. Where I know my system is going to perform so well. So 20-minute. Gonna wait for red news to play out and then we can get our entry. 4 hour fell back down again. So I need to see this before I even consider getting involved. Another scam wick. Okay, 7 in the morning, our session comes into play. Very clean. Good. Hourly. Good. 20-minute. Oh, perfection. Love that. 4 hour good. 4 hours is all right. Hourly is all right. 20 minutes good. 5 minutes long. ATR is 1.89. We have, hey, the call's about to cut out, by the way.
All right.
So we'll do one more after this.
All right, that's fine.
Okay, and not valid. So I'll send you the link here in a second. Cool. And we'll continue. Notice, guys, it is May, 5 months, and nothing. We haven't even passed an evaluation. So now if you're risking a lot more, then yeah, for sure. But yeah, anyhow. Alrighty, so let's wrap this up. 4 hour, good. It's a little low in the range, but skip to next day. 4 hour good. Hourly too low, 20-minute too low. So just gonna give this market time. Gonna wait till after red news. Nothing. Okay, starting to shape up on that candle. 4 hour is actually very clean again. Hourly very clean. 20-minute good, 5-minute long, right over this high. ATR is 3.23. .23, I said. Perfect. Get tapped in, move to break even. Probably take a loss here, or break even. Cool, still nothing, still nothing. Managing 70% to right about here. Cool, managing 70% to somewhere around here. I'll play it a little slower. Cool. Okay, gonna wait till we retrace so I can take my break even, or my partial. 70%. Now managing with the 20. I'm gonna manage the remaining percent. I'm just gonna leave the remaining at break even. And then at 2 p.m., we'll close everything. Cool, close the rest. Awesome. Go to the next day. 4 hour probably starting to fail down. Hourly, give it time. And not touching any of this. Gonna wait till our session. There we go. Session comes in, 4 hour good, hourly good. Missed our entry here. What time? Yep. So I'm gonna play back to this candle right here to see what we missed. 4 hours good. A little bit lower in the range, but still good. 20-minute, hourly, 20, good. So 5-minute long right over these highs. ATR is 1.37. Something like that. Cool. Get tapped in. One more strength candle and I move to break even. Take a break even. Maybe. I guess not. Managing 70% to the low of that candle. Managing 70% to the low of that candle. Where are we at right now? Cool. Take off that 70%. 20%. I'm gonna see where we're at here. Yeah, I'll trail the remaining 30% to here. Probably gonna take a loss there. Trail. Notice how my entire mindset about this is, oh, I'm probably gonna lose, and that's okay because these losses are paying for all the future wins.
Is that like a psychological thing?
Yeah, a lot of people. I got a really weird comment the other day. He's like, "Hey, bro, you shouldn't you're a horrible trader. You shouldn't be thinking that way. Like, you're definitely not gonna make it in the industry." And I'm over here like, bro, what? Like,
Yeah, that
no, this
doesn't make
works for me.
sense.
You don't have to do it, but for me, kind of having the anticipation that it's already a loss, it just helps me out. It's like, okay, cool. Like part of the game, you know?
Yeah. And I
Versus
think
if
you just passed the challenge too. that
Yeah, I
trade.
did. This is your only other entry. Oh, it is. I thought it was 12. So I'm gonna look at this entry right here. Oh yeah, 27,000. So that day, now we can start risking more, right? We passed our val. We're up 27,000. This is your only other entry. So now, generally I risk 0.8 to the highest ever being point, or 1.0. But that's when you're like heavy in profit. So then you start to scale up. Now your position sizing is going to be, what is that? 4 times bigger than before. Probably move to break even. What time is it? 12:20. Cool. We're still at break even. Close everything at 2 p.m. Awesome. So there you go. Took us 6 months or something to pass on val. Generally, I pass them in like 4 days, but with one asset, right? Hourly falling back
4 days
down.
is incredible.
It's not that crazy. It just takes a little bit of luck, like probability to be on your side, because it just takes like 3-4 wins at 0.5% risk. And even right
Yeah, that's a
now,
good point.
I'm on an eval. Well, I'm on a live account. I'm on like the one that's kind of steady line. That
Oh, okay.
one is I think I'm risking like 0.15 to build up a buffer, kind of like I was doing earlier. So that's gonna be the hardest thing. 4 hour. Yeah, we're a little low on the 4 hour. So if anything, wait for the 20-minute to set up a little higher. Falls back down, not touching. 4 hour, we're starting to fail here. So there we go. Come into our session. 4 hour good, hourly good, 20-minute good. Notice how my bias changed very quickly too. Okay. Oh, this was red news, so gotta skip. And nothing to do. Go to the next day. 4 hours still good. Hourly is okay. So 20-minute validations here. Okay. Setting something up. We do have red news though, so hour and 20. So it's still valid. 4 hour good, hourly good. 20 is, nah, I want to see a little bit more sideways out of the 20. Okay. Notice how that saved me a loss too. Just my general rules. 5-minute long. ATR is 6.4. That's a giant stop loss. So huge. Okay. 4 hour good, hourly good, 20-minute good, 5-minute long. Still valid. Probably take a loss here. Yep. If we push above these highs, it's a break even. Cool. Closing everything at 2 p.m. because we just haven't moved enough to make any sort of profit. Cool. Close everything. Okay. I don't have to trail this. So notice, bro, how quickly we picked up. In the next 2 trades, we doubled the size of the account.
Yeah,
Right?
I did notice that.
So that's kind of why I do things the way I do.
I mean, it makes sense if
Yeah.
you look at it.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because props kind of work against us in a way.
Yeah.
So we kind of have to learn to leverage that to our advantage there. 4 hour, I'm going to wait for it to size back up somewhere to around here. Otherwise not touching. Okay, 7 in the morning. Good, hourly, good, 20-minute validation. Okay, only entry is this one. What time is it? Okay, it's past our time. 4 hour, good. I want to see hourly somewhere around here. Yep, not touching, not touching. Next day. It's so simple, dude. Like, it's so simple. Look at all this shit I'm staying out of now. Notice when I was getting involved. Not touching. Simple. Okay? Money comes in on our session. Okay, so now I'm gonna reverse the chart here. Kind of still what I'm anticipating. Oh, we actually hit that target from earlier. Okay, so this was our target. Now this is our target, right? So 4 hour is shaping up. This is red news though. Give red news time to figure it out. And okay, looks like we're gonna continue down. So wait for the 20-minute to line back up. What time is it? Still nothing has set up. Okay. Yeah, this is a little bit more tough. I'm gonna wait for the 4 hour to shape up. Yep, chop. Finally, something worth. 4 hour good, hourly good. 20-minute. Gonna wait for validation. Falls back down. Maybe we build back up. Nope. Go to the next day. 4 hours horrible. Notice not trading any of this again. Okay. Wait till our session. So this is the moment our session started. This was your only entry. Red news though, so gotta give it time. And it's past 12. So next day. 4 hour is looking nicer. Hourly gonna give it a couple candles here. There we go. 4 hour good. Hourly is good. 20-minute is good. So wait for a clean entry. If you're a crackhead, this is valid entry. 2.45, 1.59. I'm gonna take a peek at this entry. It does look like there's a little bit of red news right before it. I just want to double check. Because yeah, this looks a little kind of fishy. June 6th. 5:30 news. I don't know what time it was at. Okay, no, we're in the clear. So 4 hours good, hourly's good. You know, this isn't bad. Yeah, it's all right. One of those risk entries. 2.76. Cool. And then once I build a buffer, what would be reasonable? Like 30%. Yeah, I think about 30%. I'll scale it up to 1%. Cool. Take a loss here. Another valid entry right on this candle. So I want to go look at that. Give it just a second. Yep, right here. This one doesn't look bad at all. 4 hour good, hourly good, 20-minute good. Man, I'm tired. I've been going to bed at like 5 in the morning.
What?
Yeah. 2.49.
I
Yeah, I'm
haven't
working on
done
other
that since high
companies too.
school.
What was that?
I said I haven't gone to bed that late since high school.
Oh yeah. Don't even talk to me about high school, bro. I have to break even. High
We all
school,
been there.
I was a crackhead learning how to trade back in the day. That was like 7 years ago.
I started trading my senior year.
Okay.
What got into it?
Bro, I was that freshman on the grind, you know?
Oh, you're lucky. Well, not lucky, but you'd be thankful you found it
Yeah,
like three
dude. I
years
had no
than I did.
friends. And I still have no friends, but that's okay. I got my trading. That's all I need.
Yeah,
I'll
it's
figure it
only
out. Give me just 1 second here. Sorry, I have to keep my eyes on the notifications. So there's potential here for shorts. Clearly, when I've talked about this in other videos, but when the market goes sideways for a long time, I'm actually going to pull up TradingView because I want to show you exactly everything that's been playing out, you know, to the T, how I've been, you know, NVIDIA. I've been talking about this one for the longest time. And finally, it played out the way I was anticipating. When I see chop like this, I am waiting for the market to dump, like crazy dump. And that is exactly what's going on here. It's some sort of distribution. You know, money's changing hands like crazy right now. And I am anticipating for this to just start its downfall. Now, it probably won't do that. You know, it's kind of a gamble. But once again, another example. Starts chopping, it starts doing weird stuff. What happens? It dumps, right? Starts chopping, starts doing weird stuff. Oh, it dumps, right? I mean, you look at this in every example. It
Yeah, I
fractally
just
as
see that.
well. Like no matter where you go, weird chop falls off. Weird chop, like it just looks weird. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Like starts chopping, fails to fall back down, fails to fall back down. So it doesn't always happen, but that's just my general consensus. This is where we're at right now in NVIDIA. Like that dump has kind of started, and I don't know how far it's gonna go. Oh my goodness. But yeah, like NVIDIA could just go sideways for a long time, but it could also dump like a pretty significant amount. And that's kind of what I'm saying right now. Like I've been calling this for the longest time. I just want to see NVIDIA dump. And finally today we had like a, what is that, 20% drop in one day? Like that's absurd, especially for a big company like that.
And I
So
do remember you mentioning that in like one of the recent vids.
yeah, dude, I kept talking about it. I'm like, dude, I'm just waiting for this thing to fall. And, you know, it is what it is. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Looking at the daily too, this thing could take a while to recover. I could see it coming down all the way to from here, all the way to like somewhere around here before it catches itself.
Yeah, I can just imagine how many people are going to like panic sell and then all the YouTube videos that are like,
Yeah.
oh, you need to sell this now or
Well,
buy the dip.
I wanted to just kind of look into it briefly. I was like, I wonder why it actually happened. Like, what were people's thought processes?
Yeah, I know.
Why
It's very
did
interesting.
Nvidia just fall? And it's because like this new company came out, this Chinese AI company or whatever, and people are freaking out and selling everything. So I don't know. I don't look at news or I don't care about it, but I love to see people just like freak the hell out. You
Yeah,
know?
it's hysterical sometimes.
Yeah, it is what it is. So here at this point, yeah, you can start looking for sells. It's not bad. Maybe we even get a setup here pretty soon. No, there's too much weakness at the high. Okay, only valid entry is this one. After red news, yeah. Oh my goodness, I'm so tired. Yeah, so that would be your only valid entry. I'm gonna skip it because it would take it takes a lot more experience to see these kinds of entries, and so sometimes even I'll skip them or miss them. So I'll just let that one go. Hourly 20. Yep, a little bit of weakness, but still valid at this high. I'll give it a shot here. Kind of once again going in with the mindset of a loss, and I'm okay with that. ATR's 3.71. Cool. Let me make sure I'm still recording, by the way. Cool. Yeah, kind of expecting a loss out of this one, unless we get like a really good, strong candle. Cool, move to break even. Very quick break even. I remember I used to break even at 1 to 2, and now it's like, yeah, 1 to 2 is all the way up here. And now it's like an immediate, right? Because if it takes this out, it's no longer holding demand and likely to fall right back down through. And there you go. That's why I moved to break even the way I do. 20-minute. No, nothing came back into it. So no re-entry there. 4 hour, still holding. Gonna wait for the hourly to shape back up and fall through. Go to the next day, go to the next day, go to the next day. There we go, starting to shape back up. 4 hour good, hourly good, 20-minute good. Red news, let that play through and back into chop. So not touching here for a while. Okay, starting to fall back down, building back up. Okay, cool. Now I'd consider looking at this market, because if we step up to the daily, very few times do I step up to the daily and it's to see what this market wants to do. I couldn't tell you right now. I want to see it do this, but we don't know. So 4 hour is still good. Hourly, good. 20-minute potential entry here after red news. Okay. Red news plays out. Kind of just waiting here. A little bit weak here. I'd like to see a little bit more strength out of this candle. 4 hour good, hourly good. Yeah, if you're a crackhead, this is a good one. Okay, now we're shaping up a little better. Coming in on 12 though. 4 hours all right, hourly's all right, 20 minutes all right. I'll take one shot at this and then I'll be done. ATR is 1.23. Something like that. Got tapped in. Move to break even. Take a break even. And nothing happens. Go to the next day. 4 hour. Nope, no trade zone. Chop again. Okay, getting some money coming into this market. Daily is all right. 4 hours good though. 20 minutes good. So wait for sideways and then an entry. Oh, it's a little bit weak. This would have been your entry. Still good. So we're just gonna wait. Still clear. And we're done for the day. And yeah, this entry wouldn't even have been valid. It's past 12. 4 hours is looking a little better, a little choppy, but give it time. Back into chop. Okay, gonna go to our session. Session is at, yep, so I played it one candle forward. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Waiting for a 20-minute valid entry here. Cool. 4 hour, good. Hourly, good. 20, good. 5-minute, good. ATR is 2.5. Dang, that's a huge stop. All right.
It's bigger than the body.
Yeah. Which is all right sometimes. We have to break even after we break over this high. Still not much here to manage. There we go, managing to that low. Managing to this low now. Managing to this low. Managing to this low. And I played it a little quick. Let's see if we make it back up here. So I can take that partial. And maybe, yep. So take my partial here, 70%. As if nothing would have happened. Now on the 20, I'm going to manage the remaining to somewhere around here. And it's 2 p.m. A little past, but didn't move much. Close everything. And once again, we doubled the size of the account with one trade. That's the important thing to learn. We got red news coming up here. We got a little bit of time. So if we get a setup in the next 2 candles and we don't, falls back down to the 4 hours failing now. Isn't that great? Oh my goodness, bro. Nah, skipping. Okay, on this candle, I start looking again. Yeah, dude, this thing right now, I don't know, it might not do this, but I am fiending for this right now. I need to see this thing just fall off the edge. And it looks like it's priming up for that. 4 hour good, hourly good. So 20-minute entry. I missed that entry, but wait, why is it 10? It was supposed to be 7. Okay, I don't know what happened there, but I guess I played a little quick. Yeah, your only entry would have been this one, so I'll just skip it. Okay, nothing to do here. And the market begins to fall off, hopefully. Slowly. It looks like it's, given the fact that this price action is acting in such a weird manner, something tells me there's a lot of buying pressure this way as well. So, yep, not taking this. Taking this one. And look at what's starting to happen on the daily. Kadoink. Starting to fall off. 4 hour, good. Hourly, good. 20-minute is good. A little extended, you know, past my liking, but still good. ATR is 3.25. Probably take a loss here. Move to break even. Take a break even here. Yep, nothing new. 20-minute hopefully gives us a new reentry. Right around now. Just kidding. 4 hours starts to fall off again, so that buying pressure coming in. Okay, starting to correct ourselves here. Not touching, not touching. 3 in the morning, good, touching. So 20-minute. Now we can wait for a setup. Wait for it to line back up. This is a potential entry, but nah, man. I don't know what the hell this price action is. I'm good. I'm good, bruh. No trade zone. There we go. So wait till our session, which starts on this candle. 4 hour good, hourly good. So 20-minute, we have plenty of red news. So probably how much time? Yeah, not touching. Yep, let red news do its thing. We can't really predict it. So we just kind of got to let it go through. 4 hour is looking a lot better. Hourly is a little weak, but 20-minute should strengthen up here pretty soon. Okay, coming in at 8 in the morning, looking a lot better. Notice this versus, you know, whatever the hell this was.
Yeah, I noticed that.
It's still a little choppy. Like this is really pushing my system. But there is a valid buy stop over this high. I'm just kind of saying how valid it is. It's one of those risk entries where it could just barely tap you in and then tap you out. So I'll set it just a little bit higher, 1.23. Yeah, something like that. Okay, yeah, taps me in, takes me out. Hopefully we don't get a re-entry in this kind of price action. Skipping. Go to the next day, 4 hours shaping up again, 4 hour good. So now we look at the daily. Now we're in line with what we wanted to see originally. At this point, I wanted to see it fall off. At this point, now I just want to see it go. Notice how I'm able to switch up like that. So totally cool with that. Daily good, 4 hour good, hourly good, 20-minute. Red news though, this would have been a clean entry. And it just wicks you out. Gotta wait 40 minutes after red news. What time is this? 12, 20, 40, 40. So this would be 7. Yeah. So this is your only entry here. And it looks like you probably take a break even. No, you'd still be in on this. So valid entry at 7. This is actually a clean entry. 4 hour good, hourly good, 20-minute good. Yeah, so this would be like your only entry. 6.2 something, 26. Jeez, that is massive. Okay. Get tapped in, nothing to do, nothing to do. The moment we break that, move to break even. Taking my break even. Did we get tapped out? No, we did not. I just set it a little high. So we're still in on this. It's a little hard with FX replay. You know why. The layers get over each other and then you can't move your stop loss. So I kind of have to put it slightly above. Okay, we got 10 minutes left. Okay, so yep, saw break even. We didn't get tapped out there. Probably not really gonna do much. I wouldn't be surprised if it stops us out again. Just gonna close at 2 p.m. It hasn't moved at all. Cool. And it moves like 2 RR at most. Yep. Go to the next day. 4 hour is failing. So if anything, wait for the hourly to shape back up. 4 hour completely failing. Not touching, no trade zone. Gonna wait till our session, good. 4 hour good, hourly good, 20-minute good. Hopefully we get a setup right after red news. Right about now. I'm gonna give it one more candle, something like that. One more, and nothing sets up. 4 hour good, hourly's a little sideways. Okay, red news, wait for that to play out. Probably not gonna get anything, maybe. Yep, nothing here. 4 hour good, hourly, gonna wait for it to shape up. Cool, 4 hour good, hourly good. 20-minute good, red news was at this time. So now we're valid for long, right over this high. Oh my goodness. 1.92 ATR. Probably gonna be a loss, not gonna lie. This is looking like a loser to me, but we never know. Just given the size of these candles, the odds are that it's gonna tap me in and the next candle, the variation in the data is gonna take me out. Maybe not. Cool, move to break even. Probably take a break even. Just kidding. Still nothing to manage for me. I want to see this go. Still nothing to manage for me. So I'll take a break even. It's 1 p.m. So yep, give me that break even. Okay, way past 1 p.m. There we go. Taking my break even. 4 hour good, hourly good, 20-minute is all right. Okay. We have probably like 2 hours, 3 hours before red news. 4 hours clean, hourly's clean, 20 minutes clean, 5-minute long right over this high. Dude, I'm surprised how low our returns have been. Because we have been getting some nice runners.
Wait, you said lower?
Yeah, it's a little low. Okay, move to break even right at that point. Probably take a break even. Yeah, like we've been getting half decent runners. It's just the amount that we've been risking, like for the first few trades. Gonna do 70% here. Got red news coming up. So probably gonna partial here relatively soon. Take 70% off. And then leave the remaining 30 to run. Okay, it looks like the 30 did not want to run, so I'll take a break even on that. 4 hour good, hourly good, 20-minute good. Got red news coming up. I'll let that play out. Only entry is this one. Let's see if it's a break even. Yep, break even. Goes and then stops you out. But it looks like it might be resetting up here. And just goes. Cool, next day. So when I backtest very, very quickly, very efficiently. But when I have to talk through it, you know, concentration just ain't there. Okay. Okay, so 4 hour good, hourly good, 20-minute good, 5-minute long, right over this high. Hopefully it's not red news. 3.85 ATR. Good, good, good. Does look a little bit like red news. I want to double check on July 17th. $5.30. So I think we're good. Still valid. Probably going to be a loss. Cool. Immediate loss. Probably skip till the next day. Yep, next day. Yeah, once price falls off like that, I know there's going to be absolutely no opportunity anymore. 4-hour chop. Gonna wait for it to line back up. Completely falls off, so I'm gonna wait till our next session. Change our bias again. So now we're looking for sells. 2 week. 2 week. 2 week. Next day. 4-hour good, hourly good, 20-minute good. Entry right over this high. Yep. ATR is 1.59. Give me just 1 second. Okay, 1.59. Take a loss here. Just kidding. Move to break even. Now take a loss or break even. 20-minute, gonna wait for a new setup. This was definitely red news, so lucky we got away with a break even. New setup though, right here. 4-hour good, hourly good, 20-minute good, 5-minute sell right over this high. ATR is 2.95. Still valid, getting a little questionable. I'll still take it. Move to break even. Dang, this win rate though is going to be quite good.
Yeah, it'll definitely be interesting when you look at the stats.
Yeah, still at a break even. Yep, cool. 20-minute, look for a new validation. Nothing to do. Next day, 4-hour, probably failing back down. Give it time. Give it time. Give it time. Not touching. Not touching. Now if we flip, awesome. Now we have a narrative to follow. Hourly, okay, never mind. 4-hour needs time. We're chopping. We're chopping. There we go. Wait till our next session. Wait for an entry validation after red news. Red news has played out. This is the only entry I see. 4-hour good, hourly good, 20-minute good. So long right over this high. We got 2 minutes left. That's why I'm rushing. ATR is 3.58. Cool. Take an instant loss. July 25th. This price action is looking a little questionable. Cool. I think we're good. Yeah, I'm not liking this too much. 4-hour good, hourly good, 20-minute is all right. It's looking a little better. So yeah. Break even on that one regardless. Okay, get another setup. 4-hour good, hourly good, 20-minute good. So I'll take a sell somewhere around here. ATR is 3.2. Okay, it's about to cut off, by the way.
All right.
So if anything, I'll cancel this trade, and then before it does cut off, let's go see how we did. So we passed our evaluation in 3 months. But yeah, there you go, bro. We're not doing too bad. I thought our win rate would be a little bit higher, but it has been a more of a bad thing. So there you go. Passed an evaluation on May. How much did we have in May? January, February, March, April, May. No, so yeah, during May we passed our evaluation, and then yeah, I mean return 22%. It's not that good. I'm not gonna lie. It's actually very bad. So hopefully we can flip this around here in the next 6 months. But yeah, that's how you pass an evaluation in 6 months, boys. Just kidding. This is actually pretty bad. So we'll continue this back test here, and then I'll get it out for you guys. But yeah.